Highlighting my lessons, y'all just reading through. Nowadays, I'd rather keep it cool. It's really inner peace that I'm channeling. There's levels to savagery. Trust I see through you, I won't hold.
Welcome to the Sabrosa Podcast. First podcast of 2023. We're at Ashford, Newark. I'm here with Stack Skrilla, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! It's been a fucking whirlwind of a 2022. I'm so glad it's over. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
How's everything doing? How's everything going? How was your year?
2022, shit. It was all over the place, to be honest with you. Life was lifing.
Life was lifing, right?
Life was definitely lifing.
I feel the same way. I feel like 2022 had a lot of blessings. It had a lot of lessons. 2023 though, I'm putting my foot down.
I'm glad it's over.
I
feel good.
Right?
I'm excited for the new year.
What are some things that you feel like you want to do in 2023? Like some things that you feel like you didn't get to do? You're like, that's first. I'm gonna do that first.
Not even to be on some like cliche. I want to make more music this year.
Yeah. Of course.
I feel like I don't want to say slack, but I feel like I could have did more last year.
I feel like you faithfully were working very hard last year. I think you're being a little bit hard on yourself right now. I want to give you a little bit of flowers quick.
I appreciate it.
Because to be dropping every Friday, you know I'm tapped in. So
sure.
to drop every Friday consistently.
For the past like 2 months has been
right.
a thing. Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like you ended 2022 with the momentum that you want to go into 2023 with. So
definitely. We ended strong.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I you picked up. So you're like, all right, you didn't make as much music, but you're going to make the music in 2023.
Right.
You know what I did the other day? I'll tell you what I did. So I wrote down all my problems on a piece of paper. I was pissed off. Mm-hmm. And I wrote down all my problems that pissed me off on 2022 that I had no solution for. I didn't resolve at all. I wrote them all down on a piece of paper. It was a list of 14 things. Mm-hmm. I went outside. I burned it. I don't know. I had this urge to burn the piece of paper. I didn't see it on TikTok. I didn't see it on Instagram. None of that. Like, I literally had this urge, like, yo, I'm going to burn this paper. Because when I burn this paper, like, I'm going to, like, just erase those problems. And I'm going to create solutions for them. That's what I thought.
You still got those 14 things in your head.
Yeah. So what I did, I'll tell you what I did. So before I burned the piece of paper, I put it next to each other and I wrote down a solution to each problem.
Before you burned it?
Before I burned it.
Okay.
And don't you know that when I came back inside, I resolved the one right away? Sometimes it's about, like, perspective, right? I feel like in 2022 or even in our past, like, we just procrastinate and then we're like, yo, there comes a point that...
For sure.
You're like...
It's most definitely perspective, how you look at things.
Right. I feel like, especially in the realm that we're in, you're in and we're in, and everything is about perspective, because you can see something a certain way and offend someone, or you can see something a certain way and compliment someone or agree with someone. So everything's about perspective, and I respect a lot of people's different perspectives, but sometimes I'm not going to lie, I get in a space where I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I'm going to keep it G.
Because at the same time, I mean, people got to learn to agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Sometimes you need that space. You don't want to deal with shit at the end of the day.
Right. So JusCuz, I heard it. I was privileged enough to go to the video shoot.
Yes.
So
you enjoyed yourself?
I did enjoy myself. I was outside. I was outside with y'all. We was outside. Where was we? At High Bridge?
Yes. We was
in the
guys. High Bridge area of the Bronx. He's on the west side, Nelson Avenue, 170, 172 to be exact. But yeah.
I had fun. I just want to say on the record.
I'm glad
that I had fun that day. Not only did I have fun, your friends were super cool. And I felt I did want to like I waited till this moment. I was like, yo, if I ever get to talk to Stack on a pod, I'm gonna tell him this. Your friends were, there's something interesting about them. I felt like they were like really supportive. like in a different kind of, because not everybody's just gonna like, okay, they're there for a video, whatever, but people say, okay, I'm gonna pull up, right?
Right.
And just never come.
Right.
But like they came, they mingled with people that didn't know us and shit like that. So
a whole event.
I feel like support. Like, what does that look for? I feel like that's what support looks like.
Right.
So what does support look like for you?
Exactly that. You know, I've been tied in with those folks for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So like they've seen the grind, and obviously they see me continue doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? We shooting visuals on the block. So obviously I'm tying people in. Obviously, like to bring it more, like this is reality. You know, like this can happen. You know what I'm saying? But like I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been knowing them for a long time, so they've been knowing, you know what I'm saying? Locked in. Exactly.
That's what's up. Like, it's always good to have people that you know for a long time, like, really genuinely, like, be there for the process of it, because there is a beauty of the process of it. I feel like we get lost, and sometimes we want it so bad, we want to get to a certain level so bad, right? Do you ever feel like that? That you're like, yo, I just forget it. Like, I'm over it. Like, we were having a conversation before, like when a verse doesn't get right, or me, for example, like if I feel like a pod is mediocre, I'm like, yo, I'm not even, the guys know, I'm not even dropping it. Like, forget it. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, chill.
I think when I get to that, when I get to that, I pretty much, you know, I take a break.
Yeah.
Or you know, just stand back and look at life for a second. You know, I try not to force anything.
Right.
I try to take things easy day by day, because shit be going on, you know what I'm saying? And regardless of that, you just gotta keep pushing. So
life is short. And I just feel like life is short, and we have to spend time doing what we love.
Right.
It's really important for people to do what they love to do, because, for example, 8 hours working, 8 hours sleeping, 16 hours, 24 hours in a day. That doesn't leave much room to do what we love. Hence why I'm like 100% a napper. I don't sleep straight through in the night. I'm like, I've heard in interviews, like couple rappers that are like big, like that they nap, because it's just like, I got shit to do.
Right. Family, that affects your family too. You know what I'm saying? You be so driven doing what you're doing, you know, getting to the bag. You got your dreams, you got your craft, and you know, you love your family, but you might not be spending as much time with your fam due to these things, just trying to get your situation right. And then, you know, sometimes it takes those situations where you got to look back at things for you to really look at, you know, how the playing field is and what you really need to be paying mind to.
What priority is.
Exactly.
Because family is really important, because, like, for example, my father's 73 years old. You know, my father's old school Dominican, you know, stuck in his ways, doesn't want to leave the crib, doesn't want to do anything. So if I want to see my pops, I got to go pull up on him. Like, or if not, I'm not seeing him. So I just feel like time is just going. They're just getting older, and it's just like,
as you get older, they
get older. So it's just like, I have to prioritize that, and I have to, sometimes I be like, yo, I be go, and then I'm like, and then I see his call, and it kind of like grounds me down, like seeing Papi pull up on my phone. You feel me? I'm like, all right, but I gotta pick this up. Hold up, like everything gotta stop, right?
And that's a perspective right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like real quick, siompa.
Sure, right.
You know, you're Dominican.
Yes.
I'm like, you know, you'd be like, siompa, like everything slows down. But yeah, like, sometimes it's important to slow down and prioritize things, but money.
The root of all evil, but yeah, it's needed, right?
So it becomes a struggle, because we want to do the things we love. Like, don't get me wrong, people. I know, like, you need money. I know, like, you need to work. But it's like, there's so many ways to get money nowadays. Like, yo, like, literally, like,
there's a lot of money out here.
There's a lot of money out here, right?
A lot of money out here.
Whatever path you may choose, like, there's a lot of ways for people to generate income. And I just feel like there's a lot of stagnant behavior, and a lot of, like, it's almost kind of hard to be like an independent thinker nowadays. Like, because I was telling the guys before you got here, I was like, yo, Stack is a man of depth. That's how I feel like about you. So I feel like you're like a thinker.
Right.
Like I consider myself like a deep thinker, like an overthinker. I think of like every possible scenario before,
Right.
like, before it happens, and
It's a gift and a curse.
right.
Yeah.
You're the same way. Hold on. You're the same way because
I'm trying to work through it, but working through it requires me to think some more.
Right.
It just be a lot
sometimes do you feel like you jumped the gun?
all the time.
And do you feel like you sabotage yourself? Sometimes like you like jump the gun and sabotage yourself, and like you're like, damn, I should have not even said nothing because I thought this and it's not what I thought.
Not no more. At a time for sure.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Me too.
Good.
No way. March or April?
April
No way. April what?
18th.
Okay, I'm 13. What the hell?
That's what's up.
I get you.
We get each other.
Now we're like here.
We
We're
get each other.
already here, but now
Right.
we're like here. Ah.
It all makes sense. It comes back full circle just like that.
Yo, I literally just had a moment right now because I don't know many Aries that are April and are in like the same week as me. Mm-hmm. We're not for the week. We're not.
Not for the faint-hearted at all.
Yo, are you the black sheep?
I am.
Me too.
am, unfortunately. I mean, sometimes it got its perks, but
Yeah.
at times, you get tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, me too.
You're so mad
Sometimes
at me for.
I feel like, okay, I'm the black sheep. Like, you're like an independent black sheep, right? I feel like, okay, yeah, but sometimes you're like, damn, I just want to be understood. Like, misunderstood don't got to be explained, like Lil Wayne said, but sometimes, can somebody fucking get it? Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know. I feel like they understand what it is they don't have. It's like you got to get to a certain position and level, and then it's like, what wasn't understood is understood now, just because
It's back to perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone sees things different ways. Like, we see things. I feel like now that we know we're both Aries from April and we're like overthinkers, we know like we're similar. The way that we would see things, somebody else would be like, oh, that's OD. Like they're just like thinking about it too much and they just nonchalant. Like I hate nonchalant. Like I don't like nonchalant. I'm not nonchalant. I'm going to let you know what's good, what up, the truth to your face. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And I don't need to be in your face, but I'm going to let you know what's up. And I feel like nowadays there's not a lot of people that are like that. And there's not a lot of people that are going to like not sugarcoat shit and tell you like, yo, like you gotta get your shit together, or like, yo, like that was dope, and like genuinely like give your flowers, like, yo, you should like capitalize on this, or this worked for you, or whatever.
What you think happened to that? Why
I feel like people are soft now.
Yeah, like why people don't accept that no more? Like you just get labeled for that, like you a hater, you just this, that, and the third, but you just be telling the truth. But people definitely are soft.
I
nowadays.
literally get literally I'm in a constant struggle between shutting the fuck up and speaking up. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Borderline. I mean, most of the time I'm quiet. I listen a lot. I'm hella observant.
Yeah, me too.
But at the end of the day, like if something needs to be said, it's gonna be said.
Right. I feel like nowadays people are in this bubble of wanting to be liked, or wanting to be like an influencer, for example, is like a big one. Wanting to be this superficial like persona that doesn't even exist, right? And they're just stuck in this realm of superficial and just not what's real, or whatever reality they created for themselves, right? And I feel that because people are in this realm, right, they have lost sense of reality, like literally.
Oh, I mean,
because I've seen it with my own eyes. Like I've seen girls that will get 3,000 likes on a photo think they're better than a girl that gets 20 likes on a photo.
Yeah,
the girl that gets 20 likes on the photo is super doper than the girl that gets 3,000 likes and is butt ass naked.
I think everybody got some type of mission. It's like self-gratification. You know what I'm saying? I think they definitely lost a sense of reality because they get caught up in the bullshit, the likes and the retweets and
it's crazy. And it's like, it's almost like training, people's minds are getting trained in these like softwares and systems, and it's like we're not meant to operate like this.
Right. It's almost like we being taught to be stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's in the music, it's in the games, it's in the commercials, it's in it's in everything. And it's just like what's real and what's not. You know, I don't like we said before, I don't like getting too much into the politics of anything, but it's just like, yo, people know inside, like, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. Like, ain't nobody gotta explain it. Right. You know? And I just feel like nowadays people are just,
those people ain't got no moral compass.
They ain't got no moral compass. And we're not in we're from the era of like, yo, people, like, if you're out of pocket, you're gonna get like check for it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, like, you do something wrong, like, you can't go outside. Like,
yeah, right. Unless you right. Unless you
can't talk crazy to people's mothers. You can't do crazy shit in front of people's kids. Right. You can't record people and post it without their permission on the internet. Making people, like, it's just so many things that are happening that I'm like, what the hell is going on in the world? Like, people can't even get angry when they're
world order.
Right. So it's like the court of public opinion, and that's why this is happening, because if you speak out or if you do certain things a certain way, like, other people are going to look at you that a certain way. Right, and that's why people are the way they are now, because I feel like they're like, yo, I don't even want to deal with the repercussions or the consequences.
Trying to fit in for the wrong reasons.
Right. But I feel like when you're more authentic and true to yourself and don't really unapologetically don't care, like, but mean well. Right,
for sure.
And don't assassinate character. Like, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Just live in your truth. But, guys, this is deep. But we have to take a little break. We're going to go on a little break. We're going to go on a little break with a little song for y'all by Stack. We'll be right back, okay?
Yep, can't say it's easy when it's hard. Did what I had to do, still doing it. I know my mission, I expect nothing. Take what from me, but some advice and hella love. If you salty, I got slugs. I give my real partner hugs. Now what's motivation? Told a homie, let's get motivated. He stuck lost without a cause. If I ain't tell him the truth, that'll be false. Learned to fish without the fishing rod. I did things that wasn't cute, but to them hoes I was beautiful. I ain't fit to talk much, it's gonna work out. Look how things turn round, word wow.
At the end of the day, people just have to know how to be themselves. Like I see, for example, as a man, tell me, please, do a lot of women, like, I feel like a lot of women look the same
nowadays? Pretty much.
Yes or yes?
Yeah.
I'm not even giving you no.
For sure.
They all look the same, right?
Yeah.
The black hair part with the long black hair with the same makeup. Same lashes, same lip injections, same BBL.
Everybody looking fake, but yeah, you know.
It looks good.
Even with the enhancements, you know what I'm saying?
It looks good, but I'm just saying, like, every girl looks the same. And it puts a lot of pressure on women like me that don't look like every girl, right? That don't want to look like every girl. It puts pressure on me, but it's even harder for me to be the way that I actually, it makes me happy sometimes.
You stand out for them exact reasons, I think. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a art. I feel like there's a beauty in not being.
You're not following the code. You're doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not going to lie. In 2023, if I already said it. If I get to a certain weight and I get too big, I will get a lipo, but I won't get a BBL.
Okay. All right.
That's my compromise. I won't get a fake ass, but I will take the stomach away. Okay, I won't turn it into a summer butt. But like, you get what I'm saying. But like, just the fact that we have that option, like men don't have, like, okay, yeah, men do, but not how many men are gonna go and get abs? Nah.
Yeah, I definitely don't want abs.
I think Drake did it.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, fake abs surgery to get abs, like a six pack.
Yeah. There's a surgery that men can do that they can open up their abdomen and get like the cuts, the 8-pack, 6-pack, V cut.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But you gotta keep up with that.
Don't
too,
believe it.
Like,
That's what that goes back to exactly. They have to get the massages, like the girl. They have to, because it's like a lot of upkeep. You gotta get the surgery, and then you gotta, get the post-op massages.
I mean, we got that. So I guess we got the abs and we got the hairline. The hairline. The guy's got the surgery for the hairline. Yeah, that
guy. I remember seeing recent pictures of Tory Lanez, like the fucking.
That's clutch, though. That's clutch for those losing their hairline. It's like and you got the money. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at them either, because you know what? A man with a receding hairline, and then when they fix it, it looks way better. When they fix it, but I don't care. Like you might as well be bald. Like just have a baldy. No.
Baldy is tough.
You got dreads, like you're like, hell no.
Baldy is tough. Like pulling off, like, man, if you could pull off a baldy, you tough. Like pause, like you gotta have a certain type of head to get that off. A clean baldy. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you just lose your hair and your head look crazy, you just look crazy. You just got probably wear hats. You know what I'm saying?
I see some weird ass bald.
You know what I'm saying?
No offense. Shout out to bald man. You're beautiful. I'm not. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, whatever. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I'm like, we got lost real quick. BBLs, baldies. But yeah, like, it's hard. Like, it's hard to stick to your, like, how do you feel? Like, do you ever have moments like, I need to, I don't know, do something to spice up my look? Or I don't know if guys have that.
I feel like,
do you ever have, besides getting a cut, besides getting a shape up or whatever?
I feel like once I get to thinking like that, to me, that's the rabbit hole.
That's the rabbit hole, right?
Yeah. Because, once I start questioning, like, how I already move, I know something's wrong.
You can't question, right?
Yeah, I already move how I move. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense that's what it is. Like, people be trying to go viral. Let me color my hair, or let me get tattoos here, or piercings, or let me
like split my tongue in half.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ew.
Like,
you seen that before? I've seen that. Girls be cutting their tongues in half like a snake.
And what's crazy about that is, like, the dedication be real, but they don't really want it. That's what's
just
crazy
to get a
about
moment, though. But think about it. Like, if you get one viral moment, there's mad opportunities that could come out of that.
Yeah, for sure.
But also depends on what type of viral.
But it's like I think it's crazy to have the mindset to wake up on some like, I gotta go viral today.
Mm-hmm. But that's another thing, though. It comes down to creativity, though, because there's a lot of those videos.
Like, if it's nonsense, like, that's a crazy thought. Like, we gotta go viral today. What can we do stupid to get 1 million views? But if it's on some art you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at it. You know?
I seen a tweet, actually. It was like a tweet from somebody that was looking for like content creators. Like, it was like a big, like, anyway, like a notable, whatever. They were saying, they were like, we're looking for content creators, but they were like, none of that current get ready with me bullshit. Real content creators, like original content creators, people that think outside the box, like they put like this whole thing, this whole thread, like on Twitter. And then like that sparked an idea in my brain because I'm like, yeah, right. Why everyone doing the same thing? It comes down to like everyone being a follower, everyone like not doing, everyone's get ready with me, everyone is makeup, everyone is like hair, everyone
doing what's in
or dancing what's in or this or that. And it's like, for example, like me, I have a bunch of stuff in my drafts on my TikTok that I'm gonna start posting in 2023, and it's like get ready before my podcast. Like I'm gonna make a thing. There's mad podcasters.
Right.
Like, we could all do it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or behind the scenes or whatever, like my own shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I don't like trends. Do you like trends? I don't like trends.
I feel like you got to set trends. And I think you just being you sets the trend. You know what I'm saying? You just being you already sets you apart from everybody else. So that right there, you won. You just got to stay on that course. It's going to be a longer journey because obviously you're not fitting in and doing what everybody else do just for a look or for a like or for some fake temporary love or a check that in 5-10 years you're going to be broke and can't feed your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's for a moment. And honestly, it's when it comes to stuff like that, it's less than 15 minutes of fame. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like legend, like what we're trying to do is like legendary,
for
like
sure.
Really create a work of art that is gonna live beyond our lifetimes, right? And when you're on a journey like that, what that may look like may not look like that for others.
Yeah.
And they're in the process of it. There's gonna be a lot of different scenarios that are gonna play out, right? But I feel like it's when it becomes attainable that you can like feel it and you can touch it and you feel like it's like getting close. It's like a different feeling, and not a lot of people could understand that. Right. I feel like when we start like
you saying like when you getting closer to like something you trying to achieve.
I feel like I feel like I'm getting to a point that I'm starting to imagine it in a different way that I never did before.
Right.
That it's starting to become attainable.
Right.
By the conversations I'm having and the people that I'm talking to and the people that are talking to me and like just like the different like just the way you,
because it's definitely attainable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
so
it's like why not?
Right. And I feel like when we start looking at our art that way, that's when the shift happens. When you stop like doing it just to like a robot, just because I like it, I love it, I'm just gonna do it because like this is what I like to do.
Right.
When you start doing it with like that perspective of like, yo, a plan, like I'm gonna do this from this month to this month, and then I'm gonna run ads from this to this, and then I'm like, when you start strategically planning it, and then when you start like making moves towards that, that's when that shift happens.
For sure.
And I don't know, I just feel like it just depends on how bad people want it.
As well, you gotta have your business in order. That's very important. I think people just think, they could create some type of music or whatever it is and just put it out. And if it doesn't get what they thought they were supposed to get, people tend to complain. But, you got to go through every avenue and package your product the right way.
Right.
If you want it to sell, or if you want people to hear it, or if you want people to see it, that's a big step I think people miss.
And that's good that you hit that point, because do you feel that it's important to get out there and like perform your music and really like get out there and for people to really hear your music? Or you're rather like, you're the type of artist that rather just drop music and kind of just, let people listen to it? You don't really like to do shows or perform. And because I feel like people feel things more when they see it
right
in front of them.
Visual. I I'm all for performing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way. I feel like people, it's different when you hear something than rather when you feel it and it's in front of your face, right?
Like when you see it, you feel it.
Yeah,
right.
Because people could forget a lot of things that people say, but they won't forget how people make them feel.
It's like, I think it's like videos. Sometimes you see a video, might be a song you ain't like. Now you see the video, you like the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
Talk about videos. How do you come up for the concepts for your videos? Because I saw a couple of your videos and I was like, yo, they look thought out. Like, he really thought those out type thing.
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, it pretty much be like in what I be rapping about, you know? It pretty much be straightforward, you know? So I really don't got to think too much out the box, but I just
like
try,
based on your environment.
I just try to be effective and like highlight what I feel I need to be highlighted. And aside from that, like I got just a good team. I got a couple of good brains with me. You know what I'm saying? But like I just try to highlight things that I feel like need to be highlighted. You know what I'm saying? I try to shoot as much visual content as possible. No different than recording as much. You know what I'm saying? Just like
it's important. It's just as important like to put content, like visual content out. I did audio for a long time for the pod, and then I wasn't really trying to get on video at all. But then I was like, all right, fine. Right. You know, because it's like
everything is, you know what I'm saying?
It's visuals.
You just gotta get used to it. Like I'm getting used to it, and I make music, so you know what I'm saying. I gotta be in front of the camera when it comes to certain things or whatnot. But like I'm definitely not used to like cameras or whatnot. But it just is what it is. Yeah. And now we here.
And now we're here in front of a camera at Astra, and it's not even there really. Sure. Like it's not even there. Are you single?
I am.
Oh, Stack is on the market. Check him out. So, what was your longest relationship? This is the girls' questions. Questions for the ladies. I got you.
Probably like 5 joints. 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Single for a while. By choice, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dating game is rough out here. It's rough. It's like
it's a lot. It's a lot. But
there's a lot of friends with benefits situations going around.
It's a lot of that. A lot of situationships, you know, a lot of I like you a lot, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely entanglements, you know what I'm saying?
Please tell me why men do these things. Like, what's up with y'all not trying to commit and stuff? Not you.
I've said it's crazy. I've said I'm like, yo, when it comes
single men in 2023.
When it come to commitment, I'm not like most men. But yeah, I'm definitely single by choice.
So what does a woman have to? I got you. What does a woman that likes Stack have to do for you to commit to her? Like, what does that look like? What do men want from us?
Well, what I want some intelligence.
Yes.
Aside from looking like everything, I need some intelligence.
A woman with substance.
Hella substance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she gotta have it going on,
for real. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
In every way possible.
Got her own. Yeah.
I feel you. Like a woman with substance, like gotta have something going on for herself.
Right.
Go get a hustler type.
Yeah,
something.
yeah, and just, you know.
Yeah. I feel you.
She gotta have it all. Only one. She gotta have it all.
Even if women, I don't know, man. I don't know, because nowadays I feel like the dating game is rigged, and I feel like everyone is gonna stay single forever.
I think,
and everyone is just gonna do them.
People get comfortable when it comes to like relationships. Like if you locked in, if you tied in, tied in.
Yeah.
People get comfortable, and when people get comfortable, that's when things get. You know what I'm saying? I might have to step
Never
out
get
on
too
you.
comfortable.
Please don't.
No.
For what?
I don't think I ever want to like get too comfortable again. I feel like I'm not in the business of getting my heart broken ever again. Mm-hmm. And don't call me bitter, but I'm good. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to deal with it.
Take your time. Take your time.
I don't know, man.
There's no rush. The way like you got, you see how life is going. You be
There's no rush.
There's no rush.
There's no rush.
We be alright.
We have all the time in the world.
We be alright.
Fuck it. Why not? Where did Stack Skrilla come from? And you have like this cool ass logo. Like, can we
Appreciate
look at
it.
like?
Appreciate it.
Where did that originate? Like,
the name Stack Skrilla.
yes.
To be honest with you, I think it come from one of my favorites, Stack Bundles.
Okay.
Growing up, Stack Bundles was definitely one of those rappers that, you know what I'm saying? Like once I seen him and heard him, I was just like, yo, this shit is crazy. Aside from that, doing a couple of things and things I shouldn't have been doing, and I learned how to stack money, and I got good at it. And I labeled myself Stack, and pretty much went from there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a cool name. That's why I want to know, because I'm like, even when I first met you, I'm like, Stack Skrilla.
But it was like
dope.
growing up, it was it was just stacks. It was like Young Stack. It was Stack 10. It was Rubber Band Stack. It was for the ladies, Long Dick Stack.
Okay. All right, ladies.
But one time in the song, I was like Skrilla Stack Skrilla.
Yeah.
So I was listening to it, and I'm just like Skrilla Stack Skrilla, Stack Skrilla. Oh yeah, Stack Skrilla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And from there,
so
I just
it
ran with Stack
evolved
Skrilla.
to that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just say you inspired, sound like who, you kidding, right? My ear golden, this time around I bought it. I ain't stole it, steal it. Y'all used to the front and step stool in front, I'm still won't stand on nothing. Them fairy tales like the great pumpkin. Should've been acting with all them roles you played. Who are you today? Of course I ain't who I once was, though nothing changed. I don't want the fame, I'm helpless. Getting whatever comes with it. I hate the politics and I hate I have to keep acknowledging it. Let them say I'm the best. What's it really mean? I'm sitting in the...
Welcome back, people. Well, that was interesting. Well, we had a nice little break, you know what I'm saying? So what's coming up next for you? Like, what's next? Like, what are some things that coming up that you want to work on or are working on, or that you want the people to know
at
about?
the moment right now, I'm finishing up a project. Got to put the last tweaks on that, but I got a couple of projects lined up, not for nothing. In between time, just getting more music done. Trying to see who's trying to work, trying to find some new sounds. But pressure all year, not even to be cliche, but I told you already, like, I felt like I ain't do enough 2022, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely right out the gate. Where we at? We in January already, so I want to get people a project by the end of this month, if not the top of February.
Okay, that's soon.
Yeah, and then from there, just keep rolling. But again, just more music, more visuals, you know what I'm saying? More pressure.
More pressure. Besides music, do you want to do anything else? Like, would you act or do something else?
Act. I think I would.
Why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
That'd be cool.
Exactly.
Or like, yeah, why not?
Why not? Shit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've actually, I want to share something. So I actually really like to write. In high school, I used to really like to write film, like screenplays. And as of lately, I've been interested in like creating something. And I'm like, I feel like turning my friends into actors.
Acting, the skill, I respect the whole art of the skill of acting, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm a movie buff. I fuck with movies, but just like...
What's your favorite movie? If you had to pick a movie right now that you're like, yo, I'll watch.
I got a couple. Pulp Fiction, Blow, Sin City. I got a couple.
That's good ones.
But I think I would act, but like acting is that shit. That's hard. Like that's fire. If you got act, turn into somebody and then a snap of a finger be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think that's ill.
I think it's dope. Do you have like any advice that you would give to your younger self, if you could?
Shit.
If you could go back and be like, yo, like, you know, just a quick little free game for your younger self. What would you tell young a man of 1,000 words?
I would tell myself, my younger self, don't take everything personal and go harder. That's what I would tell my younger self.
Don't take everything personal and go harder. That's facts.
Straight up.
That's facts, because, I mean, what I interpret from that is like, because a lot of our responses a lot of the time are like emotional, right? So sometimes if we remove the person taking it personal and the emotions out of things, they could be better, but it's hard to do that.
You're human at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're not perfect and we're human and we're just going to react how we're going to react. Right? We're individuals, so it is what it is.
There's no gauge on that, for sure.
What does anybody, like, if somebody wanted to work with you, what they gotta do? They gotta be like, yo, Stack, what's up? Like, can I get you on a verse on my song? Or what is the criteria to work with you? Because I know, like I said, you're a man of depth. Like, I don't think just anybody could come and be like, yo, I want to work with you. And you'd be like, I bet.
I mean,
so
shit. In today's
like, what
world,
do you look for?
In today's world, how everything goes is just as simple as a DM. You know, it's not like, you know, we live in the Sims and all these rappers live on the same corners, or, you know, I could walk to this spot. But, I mean, it starts with a message. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we delegate, you know. I got to be able to deal with you in some type of way. It's got to be a foundation, you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to talk to you, hopefully learn something from you, be able to spin a block with you, smoke some with you, eat some good with you, you know what I'm saying?
Got to be able to have a vibe. Pretty
much, because the music ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's the same for whoever I decide to work with, you know what I'm saying? But
and that's true, though, because you can feel, like, when people have chemistry and they work together, like, you can feel it on the track.
Reach out. DM me. That's it.
DM them. You heard them. Because that's another thing. Like, I mean, I know whatever you guys are guys or whatever, but you really miss 100% of the shots. But people miss 100% of the shots that they don't take because people, like, we were talking about this earlier, like, we overthink and then we just, like, sabotage. Sometimes we sabotage ourselves. Like, no, that person's not going to answer. Like, you don't know. They just fucking might, you know? They just might answer. You know, for example, I'm not going to say the name, but I had a recent encounter with somebody that I just DM'd her. And, like, she answered me.
Right.
And I was like, what the how?
What needs to happen will.
But, like, answered again and watches my story.
Right. That's she should.
Like,
or not.
Not all the time, but circles back.
Right.
And I'm like,
I mean, there's a reason for that. Like you said, with whatever shot you
don't miss 100% of the shots you don't take, people. Start taking them fucking shots. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm in the business of like facts, and I'm like in the business of like the truth. And I also want to, like, I'm inspired, but I want to aspire to inspire, if that makes sense. Like, I get inspired by people, but I also need to feel like inspired too, in order to inspire other people. Because people like will hit me up and be like, oh, what you're doing is dope, XYZ, this, that, the third. But it's like, I also need to feel inspired from, sure. Right?
Hell yeah.
Like, you feel like this responsibility in a way, you know?
I was having a conversation with somebody the other day where I was just like, you know, I feel like I'm that person that you call on, and regardless if you're looking for a certain advice, I'm going to give it to you regardless.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I be like, if I need a certain type of advice, who I'm calling, you know, like it's minimal people, but then at the same time, you look at it like, I might be a channel for a lot of people, but I ain't got that many people that I could even call on. You know what I'm saying?
It's like those memes that people post, like, check on your strong friends.
Right.
Who listens to the listener, who listens to the good listener, or whatever. And it's true. Like,
I don't know. That shit is weird.
It's almost and it's a lonely path. I say that all the time. It's a very lonely path. And if you have people that you are around, cool, but for most of us, it's a lonely path. And It's very rewarding though. I don't know. It's almost like you create this sense of family that's not biologically related to you, but it's almost like a genuine like understanding, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't really have to be spoken about, but you just all kind of know the vibe, and you kind of all kind of look out for one another, and like that's the type of energy I want to be around. And I don't know about you, but I've been around recently, like in 2022, I've been around like that icky energy as well. So like I'm more in tune with myself to know like the difference, and know that I don't want to be around certain things, and I want to prioritize other things. So I feel like having to create content, having to constantly for us to like work and create new things and constantly like create ideas and stuff.
Busy.
You have to like pull from somewhere. Like even the best artists are like inspired by something. Like, so it's just like you have to have that balance, like that good energy around.
It's
and
crazy
stuff like that, because it gets.
I got people. I definitely got people who inspire me. But then sometimes it's just like, all right, I already know my people's doing dope, fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you might be looking for something. It's like trying to fill a void. You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to dig deep sometimes, And
it's weird because I'll dig from the weirdest things. Like I'll sit down and watch like an old ass episode of like Soul Train.
But it'll spark some. Shout out Soul Train.
Like, and I'll be like, yo, that random person that said that comment, like, that's a good topic. And this is like from 90 like some random like comment. They put the mic on someone, and I'm like,
go so many places.
Like, we all kind of like get a light bulb from somewhere, even if it's obviously not the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like we all, I don't know, some of us work harder than others. The devil works hard, but we work harder.
Right. Guys too. We
just have to stay busy, stay alert, stay attentive. And I don't know. I feel like we do what we do because we love it.
Busy's a blessing.
We gotta stay busy. Busy's a blessing. And the fact that we get to do what we enjoy to do, what we do, is a blessing in itself, because not everybody,
for sure.
There's a lot of people that hit me up. I don't know about you, like, people hit me up all the time like, yo, I want to come on your podcast, but I don't do music. I'm here to let y'all know that you don't have to just do music to come on the Sabrosa Podcast, but you do have to be some kind of like, you gotta have some kind of substance. Like, we gotta be able to have a conversation about, we gotta get to some shit, or you gotta be doing something for your community. Or I just feel like I'm in the business of people that are like busy.
Always doing.
Because what are we doing if we're not surrounding ourselves around people that are doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you think about the current state of hip hop, rap, the culture?
Right now?
Today.
We talking about like the lane, the underground, like what
We're
I got
talking
going
about
on? Or everything hip hop?
Everything.
Sheesh Louise. If we talking about like music, the game, like the masses, to me it's just there. It's like TV. It's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like eat it up. And it's almost. It's not even almost. It's like a certain. It's certain music that's just constantly played, right? Whether you like it or not, and it's played so much to a point that you almost remember these songs or almost like these songs when they're not even good to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's different strokes with different folks. I make music, but at the same time, like, I don't listen to a lot of music, but I'm aware of what's going on, being that I make music, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. You're still tapped in.
I'm for sure.
Yeah.
But not to be that guy, but it's my ear don't ring if you're not saying anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the game is just the game. You know what I'm saying?
The game is always gonna be the game, and it's just gonna have different players.
Whoever they decide is hot, that's who's hot.
Right.
As far as what the underground and what I got going on and the game that I'm playing, I feel like shit needs strobe lights. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not enough awareness going on in my lane, and if anything, the awareness is just on again what's popular. Right. What happened to bend the curve, which we all trying to, so it's good that y'all over there, but it's like that's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like it's different streets and it's different avenues.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's tricky. Like I love the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll make or break you.
Yeah.
But it's tricky.
But they say, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just weird because I just feel like once you get to a certain level, it's like, I don't know. I feel like once you get to a certain level or whenever you're like rich and famous or whatever, I feel like they're just like not happy. Like they're just, or something always happens that they're like at a height and then they go to a down. So it's just like, I'm cool without all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
people lose the love and people get comfortable.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, and they just get too stuck in the money aspect
and they lose
of
that they lose that inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't been in a situation for me to know if that's possible. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm speaking for self. Like if I can't find inspiration no different than now, we gonna find some inspiration somewhere. We just gonna take a step back from things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like you can't never get too comfortable ultimately. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Speaking about inspiration, what is Stack's creative process look like in the studio? Like what's your creative process? What does it look like when you are like, yo, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna write this track, I'm gonna record this track? Like what does that look like for you? It could be something as easy as you waking up in the morning, and going downstairs and
I'm in the corner ducked off somewhere. But honestly, like if I'm not in the studio, obviously if I'm in the studio, I'm writing whatever. Yeah. Good smoke. We got some eats on the side, whatever. But it's as simple as opening up my email. You know, we run through the beats. Okay, we finna attack this. Let's go. It don't matter how I feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I feel crappy or whatever, you know, it's just like, yo, pick that shit up, man. Yeah. You know, like rap.
Facts.
So
say something.
Yeah. So it's easy for me. It's not like, yo, I need to be in the mode. Yo, I gotta be super high, or like we gotta do this first, so we gotta hit the strip club, or I ain't put the beat on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If that don't work, put the next one on. You know what I'm saying? That's the creative process. We working. That's that.
That's good. That's great, actually, because it's, it's all about work ethic. No matter what kind of work you're doing, like you gotta go in there and be ready to record, and not sit there for hours, chill, and not get no work done. So that's good. So good work ethic is important.
Definitely discipline.
Where can I get that hat? Where can I get that shirt at?
Excuse me. The people just gotta DM me. The people gotta DM me. Hit me on Instagram. Hoodies, t-shirts, Scully, whatever you need, man. Hit me on the DM. It's just that simple. Stack Skrilla _ the number 100 HUNNIT. Straight.
You already know the vibes. Well, this is goodbye. Well, for this time.
So I'll see you later.
I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
John Q.
Well, guys, John Q. It's not goodbye. It's I'll see you later. Did I say that right?
See you later.
I'll see you later. It's never goodbye. You're right. Yeah. Yo, you already know what time it is. Thank you for tuning in to the Sabrosa Podcast. We got Stack Skrilla in the house. We got everybody in the house. Astra, Newark, you already know what time it is. We out. Peace.
Yeah.
Just this chance. They told us to.
Stack Skrilla.
Through Satan's glance.
Right.
Just this chance. But you,
yeah.
You may never know.
Hey yo, just say you inspired. Sound like cool, you kidding right. My ear golden, this time around I bought it. I ain't stole it, steal it. Y'all used to the frontin'. Step stool in front, I'm still won't stand on nothing. Them fairy tales like the great pumpkin. Should've been acting with all them roles you play. Who are you today? Of course I ain't who I once was, though nothing changed. I don't want the fame, I'm helpless. Getting whatever comes with it. I hate the politics and I hate I have to keep acknowledging it. Let them say I'm the best, what's it really mean? I'm sitting in the bank thinking of robbing it clean. Pacing back and forth before I storm out. Son, I pray you make it rain. You can't really wash off pain. That's why I might still look the same. Pretty ugly, rich and bummy. Wrap me in the money. This cloth's never been replicated. Catch you later, been moving. That boy cold. Just keep shooting, I don't miss much. Wrist cut, down to die. You better live it up after I go gold. I'ma buy a kid truck. Hard work, I don't believe in luck. Sounds good talking to the founders. Air fried the fish, flounder the count right every time. No need to round up. The shortcuts I avoid. Quiet boy cause a riot. I got the label side and we enterprising. I see the sun over the horizon. I tell Shorty you better come with it. My duck bitch cooking me 4 chickens. My attachments have trinkets. I'm all about giving, just keep it. Jameson and Seagrams, we at the prelims, meetings after meetings. Yes, Lord.
They told us to.
Yeah.
Through Satan's glance,
Right.
justice changed.
Just cause.
But you may never know.
Cause just cause.